Hello everybody. Today I am building a swimming pool in The Sims 4 based off of a swimming pool that's here in my town. It was the very first building that kind of popped into my mind whenever I was wanting to build this. But to be honest, I am not 100% sure if it's functional or not. So I guess that's just up to you guys to play test. So I was trying to loosely base it off of it, but due to limitations in The Sims 4, there's not a whole lot that we can do about that. But I was trying to keep the stone building that it has, and I was trying to emulate the split off bathrooms or changing areas without any like specifics. It's just copy and paste for both of them. And how I was trying to do this, it was really strange because I'm like, the place that I go to, or I used to go to whenever I was a kid, it really doesn't have windows. But in The Sims 4, it looks weird if there's not any windows. So I had to add windows in the weirdest spots. And I was trying to use the pool design tool, and I don't know how to use that apparently. So I was trying to mimic, again, what I've seen before, but it just wouldn't work. So I had to go with like a basic shape for my swimming pool. Maybe one of these days I'll learn how to use the pool tool, but today wasn't that day. And I kind of realize now that this is a little off center, but I was trying to go for a little play area on the right hand side for little kiddos, and I didn't set like specific traits for this place because I wasn't using a sim at the time. I was just using the build feature, and then it's up to whoever decides that they want to play with this file or play with this build, then they can make that choice themselves. And now looking at everything, it's all uneven. This is nuts. So I haven't really played much with Get Together, but I just learned that there was a swimming pool, or not a swimming pool, sorry, a diving board of sorts. And that kind of excited me because I was like, man, I really wish that they had those. But I guess it's not really a diving board, it's just like a jumping podium. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I was trying to make the pool look a little fun, but from what I could see of it and looking at it now, it kind of looks like I was trying to build one that I would often see inside of a building instead of outside. But due to the limitations in The Sims 4, there's not a whole lot that we can do about that. And I was wanting to add vending machines because in the building where I would go swimming, there was this little spot where you can buy concessions, but again, for The Sims 4, you would just have to hire a vendor. But so I just decided to use a vending machine, a couple of them anyway. And I had a little trash can there, and I had a little picnic area because, again, that's just the area that was there whenever I was growing up. So I was kind of loosely basing it off of that. And for the life of me, I could not get the pavement or the concrete the right color because it's this weird beige, dark beige color, which I guess that is what this concrete is. It just doesn't look right. And whenever people walk on it, with their wet feet, it gets darker, but it's kind of hard to mimic that. But it's loosely based off of this place, but it is what it is. So, and since we don't have like kiddie pools, I mean, I guess we do have like a kiddie pool in The Sims 4, but it's not like what you would see whenever you go to a public pool. So I just made a little splash area because that's one of the closest things, which there are some places that do have splash areas, so it kind of works. And I think this was probably one of my favorite pools going to whenever I was growing up. That, and there was another one. I'm not going to say what the name of it is, but yeah. And I'm glad that with the new pack, there was new fences that you could use, which matched the fences that are at this place. So it kind of works out. And I added a little stone trim around there again because it just looked a little naked, I guess. And I was wanting it to kind of contrast with it. And I don't remember where this was built, but where I live, there's not palm trees. there's not any palm trees. So this is just kind of matching the area a little bit. And I'm not really good at landscaping, but I think that it works. So at least it's not too boring. And hopefully the moodlets will rise. So that'll be a good thing. And I added little toys in there for people to float on and everything. So it would they would have a little bit more fun. And again, I really haven't played too much with this pack. I've built a few things, and other than that, it hasn't been that much. And I was kind of testing one of my businesses in gameplay, but I didn't record it because I just didn't. So I was just like, okay, well, now I kind of get the hang of it. So I was kind of building up a story. Like, one of my Sims, they're going to school and they're going to, like, for communications, and they are going to, like, own their own business or be a business person or whatever. I don't know. Even though you don't technically need that for The Sims 4, you can just do it however you want to. That's just kind of what my story was going with. And I don't know if I'm going to post a story like that. I kind of like just building and recording and posting stuff, I guess. I don't know. It makes me nervous to do that. But it feels like it's been forever since I posted a video, even though it was, I think, last week that I posted one. It was only one time a week, or one time last week. But I was kind of slacking over spring break for my school because I didn't record. I really haven't sat down at this computer for a week. So I was just like, well, maybe I can just do it like once a week or so it's not like overbearing. But I don't know, I'm just kind of going off. I don't want to overwhelm myself and, go to school and stuff, so, and also have a life of some sort. So I'm having fun with this, and recording it once a week won't be so bad. I just have to figure out which day I can do the recording on. But school is back in session. I'm in my B block now, and after the summer semester, I will have 24 credits, which means I could take 2 more classes and technically graduate and be done. And that makes me nervous. It's like, wow, that went by so fast compared to undergrad. But of course, it was my choice to take a lot of courses all at once just to get it over with. But that is because I don't like to, well, I can't say I don't like to waste time, but I feel like I've been behind and just kind of catching up, getting ahead, at least in my mind. So I didn't know that there was shelving above those toilets so you could put those toilet papers up there. I thought that was kind of cool. Now, I don't know if people can actually shower in there and not get embarrassed. I don't know. I hope that they can change it to like a towel or something, but again, that's just up to you all. However you want to play, however you want to edit it, that's up to you. And I know that I used really fancy stuff for that for a public pool, because it's nowhere near this fancy. Not really at all. It's like janky lighting, and it's just really dark, and it's gross to be honest. And so I know, like, the foyer area kind of resembles a gym locker room, but that's not kind of what I was going with. But yeah, and I hate windows. I like windows, but I hate windows at the same time, because I'm not really good at figuring out how to place them and how to look good. And again, this place doesn't, like, in real life, doesn't really have a whole lot of windows except for in the employee area, which I didn't include in here. But so I'm finishing up on the landscaping and just adding some little details so it would contrast and look nice. But I believe we are getting closer to the end, and I was trying to make sure. But yep, I hope you guys enjoyed it.